Right, so here we are. I've finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of the new colour. I've done my slip stitch, and now I'm going to chain 1, cut the yarn, pull it through, tighten that to secure, and then with my tapestry needle weave in the ends down here. There's no science to this, just make sure they're secure. There we go. Chop it off. And then remember, there's always a second end where you started the work. You need to weave that one in as well. There we go. Try to make sure when you weave it in, you try to stay to the same colour as the thread you're weaving in, otherwise it's more likely that it becomes visible on the right side of the work, which you don't want, because that can look a bit messy. There we go, good. So now we're ready to go onto this portion. So this is made by doing 5 rows of pink 10 stitches. So if you imagine this as being half of the thickness of the whole thing, so 10 stitches is half of 20, so I'll show you what we're doing. Now obviously for this part of the sock we've been going round in circles. Here though, what we're going to do is we're going to go in rows. 10, chain 1, turn your work, 10, chain 1, turn your work, and so on until we've done 5 rows. So first we have to reconnect our first colour. So we make a slip knot, take the slip knot off our hook. Now here it is a little bit important where you put your hook in. I know it's not very obvious where I've joined the yarn, but these are the 2 seams. Here is one, here is the other. In order for them to be less visible, it helps to have them at the bottom of the sock, which means we want to make sure that our heel is in these stitches. 5 either side of the seam. Here's the seam, we know it's there because we can see where we secured our yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where I want to put my hook. And then I attach the slip knot, just like I did before. Pull it through, make sure the knot is on the inside. Then I chain 1. And then I go back into the same stitch to work a single crochet to make sure that I'm not missing any stitches. There we go. And then we work 9 more, so 10 in total, single crochets, and then we stop. Here we go. Oh. So that should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We missed that one out, remember? That's just where we've secured the yarn. We go into the next one. Carry on. 2, 3. It's a bit loose, that one. I'm just going to tighten it a little bit there. 4. And 5. Now let's just check we've got 10 in total. We don't count the one on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. So now we chain 1, turn our work. So now we're effectively crocheting on the inside of the stocking. And then we go into this first stitch. And as normal, we go in under both parts of that V. We go in like this. Then we yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops. That is our first single crochet. Then this is our next V right here. We go underneath both parts of that V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. And so on until we've done 10 and finished our second row of 5. So we should have 5 rows in total, and each time single crochets all the way across, 1 single crochet in each stitch, so there are no increases or decreases. Each row has the same number of stitches, 10. And once we get to the end of a row, we chain 1, we turn our work, and we go back into the first stitch and keep going along again. Go. Finished another row, chain 1, turn the work, and we do the same thing 2 more times so that we have 5 rows in total. It can be hard to count the rows here because unlike on the rounds where we can see very clear rows, here because we've been turning back and forth, the rows are less distinct. So you're going to need to see these are the legs of the first row of stitches, these are the legs of the second row, and these are the legs of the third row. So there are 3 rows here already. But when you're doing this bit, I would recommend you keep a little tally. You mark down 1 for each row that you do so that you know that you're not making too many or too few. Right, let's finish this job then. So on we go. There we go. This is my 4th row. There we are. 1 more row after I finished these. Chain 1, turn my work, there's the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 9. Obviously not counting very well. And 10. Lovely, so that's all done. You can see we have this rectangle. 5 rows of 10 stitches. Now we chain 1, cut off our yarn, pull it through and secure it. Now don't weave in your ends yet, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in on itself like this, and we're going to use this end to stitch this together to form the heel. Okay, so get your tapestry needle, thread your yarn, and start. Again, there's no science to this, you just go in and out, and in, and out, and in. I like to secure the end, there, and out. And then once I think I've done it enough times, I do a circular one, just to secure it completely, and then I find a way to weave in the yarn quite deep so that it's on the inside of your work, and make sure it comes out on the inside of your work as well. There we are. And then cut it to secure. There we go, there's our heel. Now once we've done that, we do need to secure this bit. So we just weave that in as normal on the inside of our work somewhere. So maybe through here, down there. Lovely. Pull it through and tie it off. There we are.